we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on the #1 team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Nittany Lions will kick it off to get us underway. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Give to the back. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Scanning the field, it's Sayin. Here comes the heat. Turns it loose. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
Really nice job by the defender knocking that one away in man coverage. And he knew coming into this one that he was going to get attacked and they were going to throw his way. So he's showing you right now. He is dialed in, locked in. Really nice job on that coverage.
Wants to throw on 3rd down. Caught near the sticks. It's Tate. Turning it on. Coming through with that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. As they unpack the pile, it's part of Ohio State's DNA to have a lethal running game.
And this is a trend, Reese. We can go back as long as you want to go back, and we can go back a couple years to J.K. Dobbins, and we can go all the way back to Eddie George. They always find great running backs at Ohio State.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. It's 1st and 5. Snaps it in the shotgun. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And that's just a simple blitz by the middle linebacker, and he's able to win up front. He sees the gap. He's able to beat his block and get to the QB.
The Buckeyes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Trying play action. That's caught. It's Peoples. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play.
You know, and that's why this guy can play 1st, 2nd, and 3rd down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
And the Buckeyes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking for a man. It's Sayin. Going to throw it over the top of the D. Trying to find the end zone. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down.
3rd down and short is exactly what you want in offense because you can run the football, make the defense suck up, but you can also throw it. Nice execution, 3rd and short, now set up in a 1st and goal situation.
He'll set up to throw. Gets it to him on the screen. Touchdown, Ohio State! A great catch and run for 6. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So a drive there of 82 yards, and they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Here's the return from inside his 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Wasting no time taking a shot. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive player right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. These two Blue Bloods really didn't become rivals until Penn State joined the Big Ten in the early 90s. We really sense that Ohio State has been a bit of a measuring stick for Penn State.
I think we always talk about Penn State. We talk about winning the big games, and how do they play against Ohio State? A big rivalry. Palmer, it seems like they're always there. They're always in the game, but do they find a way to break through and win this rivalry?
Yeah, it's always so close, too. You think back to Woody Hayes, and you think back to Joe Paterno. For years and years and years, when these two teams play, it is so physical. There's so much talent. It could go any way. This is one of the more fun games to watch every season.
Under fire. Grabbed in the middle. It's Singleton. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on third down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the first down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the fourth down.
Takes it on the return. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
Dropping back, it's Sayin. Quick strike complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. The sure hands, it's Smith. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And that is a great job by the defense, containing and constricting the pocket. There was nowhere for the QB to go, and he did not have a lot of time. He went down quick.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He is going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Now, Drew Aller feels as if he has unfinished business at Penn State. Tyler Warren is gone, but Aller still with a plethora of weapons at his disposal, and maybe, David, giving him a path to redemption in the college football playoff.
Yeah, and when we saw him finish, it wasn't the best, right? He made the big turnover. They had a chance to go to the national title game, but Penn State took some next steps, and he took some next steps. So if the talent in this offense, another year with Koltanecki, the running backs back, like this offense could really take that next step.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on second down. Keeps it on the bootleg. Pulls it in. It's Ross. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows. He can run slants. He can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
The give to the tailback. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Nittany Lions with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Back to throw. It's Aller. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Zone equals eyes. When I say that, DBs, linebackers, all covering the middle of the field. So many guys over the middle of the field trying to take away the easy stuff, but reading the quarterback's eyes the whole time. Whenever he breaks to throw that football and that hand separates from the ball, I'm breaking on it. You could tell they had a beat on it. Nice cut, nice instincts. Give me that INT.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for in a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
The Buckeyes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Going to the ground. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
They'll run play action. Throws to the wideout. It's caught. Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
Blast his way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air. It's Sayin. Complete. Nice move to keep running. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Buckeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. He'll keep it himself. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. They've got a first down here to open the period. They're going to test the right side with this one. And they'll finally make the tackle at the 3-yard line. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. On the move. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. So a drive that started just beyond midfield, only 49 yards, and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Singleton. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Just a short pass to the tight end. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, it's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. The whole Penn State legacy is built on toughness, getting it done on the ground, and they pick up a first down.
And you got to start there with the physicality, the ground game, getting that going. It's kind of a Northeast thing, right? Being tough, being physical, bringing that lunch pail.
They'll ride the hot hand. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. Finds a little space. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
I love the idea, and I love just finding ways to get your best players out in the open field. This pre-snap motion and using it to their advantage on that last play, I think that was a nice call.
This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Looking to pass, it's Allard. Fires to the wideout. Complete in the middle. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. How about the mix of play calls on this drive? 3 runs, 3 passes, and now they're in business.
Man, just keeping the defense completely off balance. When you think it's a run, it's a pass. When you think it's a pass, it's a run. Nice job by this offense, going right down the field in 6 plays, and now set up for 1st and goal.
He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
Great job by the quarterback there. He saw the safety bite on the run fake. So as the safety comes running downhill, he now knows he has the slant throw to his receiver on the outside.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground, looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And the offense finds a way to cut into this lead, but they still have plenty of work to do.
They do, but that's a big score. You don't want to get late and start getting in the second half where you're fighting to come back by so many points. So great job getting points, get that momentum back on your side so you can come out and do some good things when you get the ball next time.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. He's in open space downfield. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21.
Well, this is a quarterback who has outstanding running ability, and he's hoping the defense is going to give him an opportunity to tuck this football and get upfield, but there was nothing there. You saw him that time. Hold on to it, hold, hoping someone on defense was going to get out of position, but nobody did. Really nice job by the defense that time. Playing assignment football against the option, and everybody staying home.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
And the Buckeyes come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Looking for a man. It's Sayin. Throws to the tight end. Complete to the left. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with the 1st down.
That's a really nice throw. When you think about being the starting quarterback at The Ohio State University, with all the great players they've had here recently, what this offense expects from you, this is explosive passing attack. You've seen that now in recent years. They push the ball vertically down the field. This guy has this skill set. That's why he's out there on the field right now. He allows this offense to really go, and he's playing at a high level.
Makes the grab. And he picks up a 1st down. That is not a flag on the play. It's just lingerie on the deck after that move.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Grab behind the line. It's Smith. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
The Buckeyes send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. On the run, it's Singleton. Oh, he's got some space. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. James Franklin and the Nittany Lions just a play away from the national championship game a year ago, and now to find a way for Penn State to take that next step.
And I think you're starting to see the elements come into place, though. Poltonecki, an unbelievable hire last year as their OC. Now you bring in one of the best defensive coordinators in college football. Jesse, if not now, then when for this Penn State squad?
My eyes are on Drew Allen at quarterback. No question this guy is one of the more talented quarterbacks and someone that can really work wonders in this offense you just mentioned, David, but he has got to be able to play at a high level each and every week. If they do that, they can win the Big Ten, and they can get back to the college football playoff.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Out of the gun to give to the back. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down.
And how about that for efficiency if you're on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 first downs. They get that one running the football. Great vision and open field running ability. Everything they're doing right now is working. This play caller is in a rhythm.
Looking downfield, it's Aller. Finds his man. It's Ross. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
Well, not a lot the defense can do on that play. They got a curl route, and they're playing zone coverage. Everybody got dropped to their spots correctly, but there was just way too much velocity on that throw. They didn't have a chance to break that one.
The Nittany Lions with a second and short to keep this drive moving. From the gun, the ground game. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
The Nittany Lions have it with a first and 10. The pull and throw off the RPO. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rounding to the football?
Behind the chains now on second and long. Hand off from the shotgun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Catch in the middle. It's Reynolds. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. How valuable is a tight end in the red area? Now they're set up with a first and goal.
I love it. Find the big fella down in the red area. Big target, works the middle of the field, easier throws. Nice job by this offense, keeping it very simple.
And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line.
So on offense, you've got to find a way to put 6 up on the board. You know that in this game, field goals may not get it done. So big-time players make big plays in big games. Who can you rely on right now to get you a touchdown?
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Penn State!
And I love that this offense stuck to it, stuck to the run game, didn't panic. They got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
Extra point here will tie the game. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. They march 72 yards and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Finds the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the quarterback who makes a sure tackle.
Not the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Wide receiver going in motion. Back to throw, it's Sayin. Makes the catch. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. They'll immediately call timeout.
Well, how about that play? Curl route, and the receiver, as soon as he turned around against zone coverage, the ball was right on him, so he was able to catch it and go get the first.
Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed over the middle, it's Smith. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure, it's a first down. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Buckeyes will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Singleton. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. And this crowd loves a good pass rusher in the line of Chase Young, the Bosa's. Jim's still wagging. The Buckeyes can get after the quarterback.
Yeah, and when the crowd's going nuts like it does in the shoe, it just makes it easier to rush the pass. So the snap count is silent, it's predictable, and then you pin your ears back, and that's why they've had so many great pass rushers at Ohio State.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Pressure coming. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
This is a tough part of the field. You want to try to create some space and give yourself an opportunity not to throw out of your own end zone. They didn't hold up with protection. They give up the sack, but thank goodness they didn't give up a safety.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Snagged in the middle, it's Hudson. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be fourth down.
Love the coverage and not giving up an inch defensively there. Third down, smothering the receiver. As soon as he caught the ball, down he went. They've got this offense pinned.
And the Nittany Lions will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll make the fair catch at the 44, and they'll have terrific field position. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. The give to the lone running back. Breaks into the open. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Buckeyes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. To throw, it's Sayin. Using the quick game. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with the first down at the 31.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Off the play fake on first down. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. This dude is wreaking havoc. If he keeps this up, just destroying game plans, they might name an ice cream flavor after him at the creamery.
Oh, right down the road at the creamery. What are you going to call it?
Quarterback crunch. The Buckeyes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Unloads to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Tate. Touchdown, Ohio State! And that one will put them up here in the second half.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the points come on a pass from 39 yards out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And the returner will be dragged down. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Grab near the sticks. It's Ross. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
It's really easy to be a quarterback in an offense that runs the football and then runs play action. It makes it simple. It makes the reads easy. It sucks the linebackers and safeties up where I can just make plays right behind it.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to throw. It's Allard. He's got his man. Makes the grab. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Use the play fake, now to throw. On target over the middle. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Play action does so many things. When you run the football and have success, it slows everybody down. Not just the linebackers and the safeties and make them come up, but the defensive line. They're thinking run as well, slows down the pass rush, gives me a little bit more time to develop routes and make it really easy on my...
There he goes! Can't get him to the ground. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Motion from the wide receiver. To the ground. He's got it again. Nice move to pick up yardage. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
Well, right away after picking up a first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back, and I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now, what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that...
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. This dude is having a day, and with that one, he's halfway to Chase Young's 4-sack single-game record.
Go get it, young fella. Just quickness, speed off the edge, getting to the quarterback. You got to be relentless when you're chasing the quarterback. And Chase Young's record, if you can go get that, you go get that big fella, that superstar, woof, that would be a fun day.
The Nittany Lions trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Caught in the backfield. It's Singleton. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving it forward just a few.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. So close to that end zone, he could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
And that is a huge conversion on 3rd and long for the offense. I think a lot of people thinking, hey, we're just going to try to get a couple yards, help our kicker out here to kick a field goal. But instead, they get a massive play, and now all of a sudden they're thinking touchdown here, 1st and goal.
A 1st down run on the doorstep. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
They give him the rock again on 2nd and goal. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You could tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we are tied up in the 3rd. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be brought down. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. This is one of the great atmospheres in the sport, but this crowd demands to be entertained, and they are entertained right now.
Yeah, and when you got playmakers that you can throw the ball to down the field like Ohio State does consistently every year, you always expect this. This fan base goes nuts because year after year they have elite playmakers.
They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
Looking to throw, it's Sayin. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Brings it down on the right side. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
On the run, it's Peoples. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
The Buckeyes pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Pocket breaking down. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
Well, that's not necessarily a throw that's going to show up on the stat sheet, but I love the decision. We're in the second half. We've got a tie game. You cannot turn the football over. And if nothing's open downfield, just do the smart thing and throw the ball away. I love that decision by the QB.
Back to throw. It's Sayin. Got his man quickly. Gets it inside the 10. Out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo booster.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
They're going to run it. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the 4th. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Under fire. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
Yeah, and the defensive lineman, you know, third and long situations, I'm rushing the quarterback. You bring in the nickel, a little bit more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack on third down.
And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And now they regain the lead.
Big time kick right there, man. Fourth quarter, clutch time. You needed to come through to take the lead, and now the pressure goes to the defense. You got to keep this lead. Got to get a stop or 2 more, and you can get the dub in this football game.
So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24.
They showed this run in the first half, right? You saw it. They loaded up on this side, ran the football, had some success. What do they do in the second half? Pull some guys, run the counter the other direction to keep the defense off balance.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Goes to the option. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
I tell you what, as that ball starts to get towards the sideline when they're running these option plays, man, those outside players become more pivotal. My corners have to be able to tackle. My secondary is going to be much more involved in getting the quarterback to the ground. Nice job by the secondary, by this defense.
Back to pass, it's Aller. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And a great job on the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
he'll send out the punt unit. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Yeah, and you hear it all the time. Coaches talk about it. Don't throw across your body. Don't throw across your body. These guys nowadays, they do it more and more because they're more athletic and they can change their arm angles all the time. But right there, it was an incompletion. It was an interception. So you might get like a little bit of a yell from your coaches, but nothing too big.
Finding an escape route. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Buckeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Flips it out on the screen. Oh, the quick spin move. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
The Buckeyes will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking for space. It's Peoples. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run. Not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
From the gun, the give, looking for room. Got enough for the first down. That is just the kind of run you want when you're trying to close out a game.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
The Buckeyes have their offense in high gear. In the red area, it's Peoples. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And how about the timing of the linebacker on the blitz to get in the backfield and get the tackle for loss?
Is there anything but nobody's home except the back?
Such a great feeling when the Moses parts the Red Sea and the hole opens up and you go fill it.
Looking to throw, it's Sayin. Tight end finds a soft spot. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
This quarterback has been really good today. Has been on top of it, seeing things really, really well. That pass right there put him over the 300-yard mark. That's a pretty good day.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. He'll go to the sneak. And the defense stands up this offensive line and stuffs him right at the line of scrimmage. He didn't get it.
Well, and he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall, Dave.
Well, and how about the big boys up front? Make a crease, push somebody back, create some space. There was nowhere to go.
They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
And the offensive line has to do a better job protecting their man. It's 4th down. He needs some time to make a play. The defense brings the blitz, beats the offensive line, and gets the big sack.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Good blocking up front. Great job following it. He's got 6 to the 18.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
The Nittany Lions can really attack on this 2nd and short. The give to the back. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a first down.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Ross. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
This is so great to see, and it's such a big part of the evolution in college football today with spread offense, up-tempo, RPO game. QBs have got to be great with their ball mechanics in the play-action game. You saw a great example of that right there.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. Got the first down, looking for more. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
Tell you what, defensive players don't always see where the ball is. They see the receiver and they get to chase him, but really good job seeing where the receiver is, going and making an interception, making a big play, getting the ball back to your offense.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those fourth down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
Offense gets set for second down. Back to pass, it's Sayin. Got it in the middle, it's Peoples. Good pick up there, they'll move the chains and they're set up at the 41.
Man, I love this guy's toughness. All game long, he's been getting hit. He's been sacked multiple times, and here we are late in the game. He's still staring down the barrel, gets nailed, but's able to deliver a big completion for his offense.
They have a first down at the 41-yard line. This is a designed run. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And after that negative play on offense with the lead late in the game, I think there's still ways that you can be creative and run the football, but not be so obvious. So zone read type plays, fake dives and pitches to the running back to get him outside, jet sweeps. You can find other ways to keep the clock moving, even though the defense knows you're going to run it.
The give as they work on that clock. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. What a big play this one could be. Tight game, getting late, 3rd and long coming up. Throws toward the end zone. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
And the Buckeyes decide to punt it away. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Dropping back, it's Aller. Caught over the middle, it's Pena. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Penn. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Defense a little too eager on that last one, and now it's 1st and 5. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Complete to the right. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
And they've trusted him to throw the football all game. I expect nothing to change whatsoever. They're going to put it on his back, or his arm, I guess you could say, and let him throw this team to victory. It's a close game, tight game. I'm rolling with my best player.
Wants to throw again. Got a man. It's Singleton. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
Man, this is such a hard situation. That clock is your enemy, and you've got to push the ball down the field, but you know the defense is dropping back, so you can take the underneath stuff and go to your second and third read some, but we've got to stay aggressive.
Now on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Fires to the big fella. He is guided out of bounds, and they'll mark it at the 28.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. We saw it on that play.
The Nittany Lions line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Looking downfield, it's Allen. Throws for the tight end. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Well, if that last incompletion's any indicator, it's going to be hard to convert this 4th and short coming up. You're trailing late in the game. You've got to come up with a big completion. But where are you going to go? Where's your best matchup here on this next critical down?
So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. Final minute of play, guys, it's all tied up. Stage is set for some serious drama. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Motion from the wideout. Leaves it with the running back. Spins away from the defender. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. The Buckeyes come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Grab near the marker. It's Tate. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Good timing on the quick out. He'll go out of bounds, and that'll stop the clock. 21 seconds remaining here. It'll be 1st down.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
The Buckeyes with the 1st and 10. To the air, it's Sayin. Right on the money. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. Timeout is called by the offense. 16 seconds left in the game. Wants to throw on first down. He's open on the right. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. It'll all be decided right here, win or lose on this kick. So they'll send out the field goal unit. And this to take the lead, and it's getting late. And it's good. Nailed the game winner from 36 yards out. With Ohio State once again taking down Penn State in this one, the Nittany Lion fans left to wonder what might have been. That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.